Hey divas, I am coming to you with a Tresors Delux video. I figured I'd throw a little twist on it. A lot of the times when you see these videos, because the laces are so lush, you see these really big projects that are being made. Yeah, you know what, you want to use them for big projects, but you also want to know how to use these for small things, just little tiny things. So I decided to do a little spin on it and do some lace embellishments. And so I'm going to show you what I made with them. So I used these beautiful sprays. Love it. I used I used one whole, I got two of these and I used the whole other one. These are really easy. I love these. I must have more. This is from my last month's stash. So I went ahead and used pieces of this, and I'll show you how I did that. This was from the last stash from my last design team. I cut that up, used it up. This one I already knew I was going to do it with. I love this one. Oh my goodness. So I used that one. And I did this one, but I only used the dangles. Oops, sorry. I only used the dangles. So I'll show you what I did with that. Then I used this one. Oops. You'll see right here that I used a few, like three sections of this. And I cut this part off, and these are the pieces that are left over. I only used the decoration on the outside. So see how cute these are to use for something else. And the other one I have, but I dyed it. It's a different color. So I cut 3 of them out. So that's what I used. Oh, and I used a couple chunks of this. Amazing stuff. So let me show you. Okay, so I wanted to show you the back first so you can see that this is one of the long ones, and I used my Lindy's Stamp Gain. I used 3 different colors, but they all are very similar to each other. So I did that on both sides. And then this is the embellishment I made. So these are lace embellishments that you can just pop on a project and already have it made. Swap it out. So see, I cut these flowers right here. I cut these ones. I'm sorry, I'm all outside. I cut these 2 flowers. I cut 2 of them out. I put one here, one here. Then this top part right here, there's 2 of those. So I have one of them here, and then I have one of them there, so you only see the edges. This is where I use the dangles that I cut off, and I sprayed them also. This is some chain that's from my stash. So I mixed that in there. And then this embellishment piece was gifted to me by Marissa for my birthday. Thank you, Diva. So that fit perfect. It matched perfectly. So this is just a little embellishment to go ahead and add directly, you know, to your project, whatever it is, or just gift it to somebody else. They can put it on a card or whatever. So that's one. Then I did this one, and you see that this is where I used this one right here. I used the bottom portion, but I also did the back. I used another one of these as the primary piece, and then this one right here. So I have this one, then I have oh man, this is another layered one from my last DT also. And then I have that one on top here, and what I did is I didn't spray it. I dipped my paintbrush inside the Lindy's, and I just painted the petals right on here. Okay, and then I put on little blings from my stash on every one of the petals. Here's those really pretty little sprays that I cut off and tucked under here. This is another beautiful piece that was gifted to me by Marissa. And then here's the bow part. Now that bow part, I cut it off because you see that it goes on top, but I cut it because I wanted it to sit on here and not be up here. So that's how I did that one. Super pretty, multiple layers, love it. Okay, then I did this one using this one right here. This one right here is this trim. And what I did is I cut all up here and here, and I cut this section off of 2 pieces. Okay, so because I'm going to show you what I did with the other piece. So you see, I have that half, then I cut another piece and did that half. So these 2 are layered on top of each other. Okay, and then I used another one of those, and I only colored the petals with a different spray, did the same concept with the blings, and then I used one of those beautiful pieces and stuck that in the middle. And then this is another piece of an applique also that I just stuck up top, which is this part right here. Because this one right here, you can cut this section, you can cut this part off, this part, and this. So I cut this part, and that's what's up here. And then these 2, I had 4 of them because I had cut the 2 sections. And I was like, well, why don't we do like a butterfly look to it? So I went ahead and layered those, you see, back to back. And then, so what I did with these ones right here is I put hot glue right at the edge, and then I stuck it together, and then I did it the same way with the second 2. So they're just layered on each other. And then I hung some of the little sprays. This is another bling gifted to me by Marissa. And then another tiny little doily. So I thought that made a cute little butterfly look to it, to use with the, you know, with the little pieces. You know, you look at this and you're thinking, I'm just going to use this whole section, and you're like, nah, I'm going to try to see what I can get out of all of it. So that's that. So I have these 3, and then the butterfly, and then I have this one, which is with, I didn't fully spray the back because this is going to go on something, wherever it is. I didn't want to continue spraying too much on here because that one I actually did spray on. So this side is complete. And then this is how I did this one. I swear, I just did a lot of cutting of those. This right here is one of my Mod Podge melts that I make. And then I put this really pretty vintage image in there, and I put some glossy accent. And then I put a couple little ribbon flowers. And what a cute little embellishment to, you know, gift somebody, for them to put on their lace book or whatever, just to have them ready to go. I loved it. And then this one right here, this is a Vicky flower that I made using purple. And then I have this really beautiful center that was gifted to me by Elizabeth. Thank you, Elizabeth. So this is in purple. And then what I did is I hung these. So these little dangles are from this one. So I cut off, this is where I cut this section out, and then I used all of this bottom part with these, and the only thing I cut off was this little circle at the bottom. So I took 3 of those bottoms, and then I added them to the bottom. And I hung, and I put little diamonds from my stash. Then I hung these little sprays on the bottom. So I used Lindy's to make this purple also. And then in the back I just put a doily to cover everything that I did, so you didn't have to see that. But I thought that's cool. You can always cut them and then add them to a flower you've already made. So, you know, I have these laces, and the beauty of these is to try to get the bang for your buck. When you get these, you're getting something luscious, and you want to get the most you can. So like I said, you don't want to, when I get this, I'm not trying to use this whole thing on one project. Absolutely not. I'm trying to get as much as I can out of it, you know. And these are embellishments. They're awesome and fun and easy to do. So this is my first project for the month of August for Tresors Delux. And I love it. I love these embellishments. They're super fun, super cute, super easy. And I'm totally going to make more of them. I do have a bigger project I'm working on for the next round. But I wanted to show you the small stuff you can do. It does not have to be big stuff all the time. So thank you, ladies and gents, so much for stopping by and being awesome. And I love you guys. You guys are really amazing. Like, seriously. Just taking the time to comment, just being awesome and real with me. I mean, you guys are amazing. So thank you so much to all my sassy divas out there. And I will be back soon. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.